Sedlak, therapist with Journey Points Therapy Services. And today's topic that we're going to talk about is finances. I know that finances are really tight for a lot of families right now. A lot of people being laid off from work or hours being cut. And so I think it's really important to talk about this and to really be sensitive to where people are at currently with financial situations. I know that a lot of people around me have been laid off or asked to take some time off work, either paid or unpaid. And so it's something that is very much so affecting a lot of people around us right now. And there are just some simple ideas that can help out. The number one thing that I'm going to recommend is create a budget. The best budgeting information that I have found comes from Dave Ramsey and his Financial Peace University. A lot of his resources are free online. If you just go online and check into Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace University. You can also take one of his classes. I think they cost maybe $125, and you have access to his resources for the rest of your life. I will have some of his resources that I use posted at the end of this for you to use as well. But number one, I say create a budget and live within it, which is a little bit hard to do. But if you create a budget that's realistic and you stick to it, you can make things work. So 3 things that I come up with initially when I think about finances: budget, barter, borrow. So if you have skills or abilities to do things and you can do something for somebody else, or if you could trade things with them, I'm all about bartering. I remember when I first started my private practice, I worked with an individual who was an amazing artist, and they didn't have a whole lot of income coming in, but they created amazing art, and we had talked about bartering art for therapy services, and I think that it was just a brilliant thing, and I think more and more so we're going to need to be bartering to make things work. Borrowing, if there's something that you have, somebody else has, and you just need it briefly, don't hesitate to say, hey, would you loan this to me? Because I think right now people are really willing to help each other out and take care of each other in ways that we may not have been as much in the past. Other ideas that I have, I go back and forth. One of the main things that Dave Ramsey recommends in Financial Peace University is to pay cash for things, which I think is a really great idea, but right now I don't know if we want to be handling cash back and forth between cashiers. So I'm going to kind of just on that one right now. But there's a lot of ways that you can save money when it comes to food. Number one, I think plan the menu for the week or the month, go buy your groceries. And there are a lot of things that you can get that are cheaper right now. Eggs are really cheap right now. And again, these are, if you can find things. I think grocery stores are getting a little bit better. People are getting better about how they utilize grocery stores, so grocery stores have access to more items for you. But I think, eggs are really cheap. You can make a lot of different things with them. Rice is amazing. Pasta is amazing. So buy the staples. Ground beef, you can do so many different things with it, and it's reasonably priced when it comes to meat. For myself, I am rummaging through my freezer and seeing what I have that I've had laying around. I have frozen fish from when I went to Alaska last spring that I haven't eaten up yet, and I'm going to finish that up. And, I tend to try to bargain shop anyway, so I bought 40 pounds of chicken breasts over the winter, and gosh, I haven't eaten those up yet either. And so I'm just going through and looking at my freezer and seeing what I have and figure out ways to make meals with it. And I know that there is an app out there that you can just punch in what random groceries you have in your house, and it'll tell you a great meal to make for it. But I really think, grocery shop in your own freezer and cupboards and see what you can make really cheap and free, and see how long you can go before you have to buy groceries again. Eat leftovers. I feel like as a society, we've gotten away from doing that. Make an amazing meal that you want to eat again. And sit down and use that, as your lunch the next day, whatnot. Couponing is amazing. You can get so many great deals. And I feel like we have more time now. So sit down and do some couponing and see what you can come up with. Another idea, this one I'm super excited about. Hey, everybody, Minneapolis Farmers Market opened last weekend. So go to the farmers market and buy fresh produce. And here's a little tip. Shh, don't tell anybody I said this. But if you go at the end of the day, you can often get things cheaper because they don't want to pack them back up and put them back on the truck. So go at the end of the day on Saturday or Sunday to the farmers market and find what produce you need to. And often you can get it at half price. If you are still working but you're worried about finances, change the withholdings on your tax information so that they're taking out less money for now. And then you have a little bit more to play with right now. Keep in mind then that you need to change that and fix that before the year is up to get things back in balance so you don't owe money at tax time. But that's a way to kind of switch things a little bit and have a little bit more extra money on hand. So maybe, you're a 2-income family and one of the family members is laid off and the other is still working. Change withholdings for that person who's still working so you have access to a little bit more money. And then this is another idea that I've kind of played with myself, and I probably should. Still going to debate about it. Delete the Amazon app off your phone. But if not that, at least don't order things when you're tired or emotional. So there's a couple of things that I think might be able to help you and your family to get by in these tough times with finances. And again, at the end of this, there will be a couple of forms on there from Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University that recommends how to utilize the income that you have to make a good budget and how to live within it. Thank you much. Good luck with budgeting and make it a great day.